There's too much sky, too blue, too white. The birds on the wire are singing, but I don't know why. Why aren't the roses hanging their heads? They're standing straight up, blooming instead. Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. Why does that guy have a smile on his face? Why is the sun even shining today? Why are the headlines talking about love? Don't they all know what happened to us? Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. The moon goes up, the sun goes down, the stars light up, the world goes round. Every day, life moves on, it don't stop for anyone. The moon goes up, the sun goes down, the stars light up, the world goes round. Every day, life moves on, it don't stop for anyone. Now that we're apart, there's nothing. Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. Blood in my heart. Blood in my heart. Your troubled heart bleeds like a river. It's rushing towards fields painted greener. It doesn't see the demons behind, praying you're getting close to the line, so they can get their hands on love and trade it off for silver. The curtain's nice, but what it hides is worse than sticks and stones. Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. 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 Your nervous spine is crawling with shivers. You're standing right in the eye of a blizzard. You're inches from a shelter, so near to warmth of a home and a chandelier, shining down its light on love, wishing you'd be closer. The curtain's nice, but what it hides is worse than sticks and stones. Saw you for the first time in a while, in a while. You seemed so surprised I worked out a smile, out a smile, out a smile. 'Cause I've grown and I've changed, yeah, we went separate ways. How come we're both back here? 'Cause you pushed me away, had my life rearranged, but still we're both back here. Back here. Close to me, I want you close to me. I can see that you wanted me. Follow me, baby, just follow me. Trust until the sun doesn't shine anymore. I'll be there. When time is a memory, I'll know this love. You will always be the one, my sugar. The feeling is so strong. Waiting here on this cold, lonely night without you. Where did our love go wrong, my sugar?
Welcome back, and thanks so much for joining us tonight on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. Tonight it is Psychic Saturday with Psychic Chris Garcia. So let's bring Chris back. Welcome back, Chris. And
Yep.
Ida came back as well.
I was
Hi,
leaving, so
Ida.
I was just jamming. Yeah, I was jamming out to the music, so I was just like, "Yep."
I just want to tell you one thing, Chris. This NASCAR. I don't know if I could get it up. Regina
Yeah.
Claire.
Mm-hmm.
She had died in result of this flare, okay? And her money was taken out of her account by that's the reason I'm going after her and we're going after her. Is in honor of her memory.
Well, that's good. You know, like that. Just take your time, and if it's meant to be,
And
it will follow.
It wasn't just her; it was many others.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, generally it's not just one case.
So this is
Yep.
I went to the nursing home, the nursing facility where she was at, and I cut her hair and did everything, washed her hair for nothing. A lovely woman, and she got everything stolen, and not one penny went to her kids. This lawyer took every penny that this lady had, and not one dime went to her kids.
Yep. Well, then just.
That's the reason why I do what I do. That's because of people like this.
And it's really hard, my mom was killed by a driver when I was 5, almost 6. My grandpa promised us each 10 acres of the farm there in Pettigrew, Arkansas, and, family comes in, swoops it up, and it just depends on how quickly you respond, et cetera, et cetera. And so, yeah, our heritage, our whatever they call it, was stolen from us. But, like they say, you can't take it with you when you go, and the best things that you can hold on to are the memories that you had together, That's the most important thing, love in your heart and memories and that happy time.
But you know what?
And that's what I say too, that's the thing I don't understand, and this is how I look at it. I'm going to go with what you said, okay? What I feel is that, yes, we live here and make the best of our life, okay? But some people don't get what they want. Life is not fair.
No.
If that was, we would have money growing on trees, and sorry, it just doesn't work that way.
See, those are exact words from my dad.
The way I look at it And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. My mom left everything for me. Did she take anything with her? Just her clothes.
Hmm.
That's all she
And her
took.
love.
And then she wasn't buried. She was cremated. So, and that's the same thing is what's gonna happen to me. I pray to God that God keeps me here as long as I can and spend whatever I can because everybody supposedly says I'm not gonna be able to spend whatever behind. I can say how much, but some of us don't get to spend all our money here, and it goes back to that's what makes me mad. People fight for what they fight for. They get mad for what they get mad for, and I get that some people are there to stick up for others, but if that is not your family, let the family deal with that. And if they she didn't get a dime and they took all the money from her, yes, I get it that you're to protect her, but that's not your concern.
And at the same
Family
time,
thing.
like I agree with that,
But
but like
everybody
so
has
not
but
mine.
everybody stands up for what they believe in. I believe in what I believe in. You're not taking nothing with you. So if even if you do win and say you fight for her, you cherish it because you're not gonna live long either. I'm not gonna live long. So
Right.
this is what I'm saying. The whole bigger picture.
Well,
Look at the
I
bigger
mean,
freaking picture.
with
We are not gonna live long here.
right. If you
Blink of
think
an
I'm
Enjoy
eye.
what you
doing this
have.
for something, I'm not. It's all free.
I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you the whole point is what Tessa said. It's true. Why do we fight for everything? Why does everybody just leave everybody alone and just give them their portion? Let them live their life. Be happy until they die. And there's no pain. There's no being greedy. Why can't
Here's the
people be that
thing.
way?
Here's the thing. She already bought 2 houses, and now she came to Chicago. She's in Chicago now, and she went and bought a Kia car, and she's texting my
Hi.
roommate
Well, she
the
bought a shitty ass
car and
car.
everything. So I already,
But I'm glad
I
that you point that out. I'm glad you point that out because that's the biggest message of all. And I'm
know.
not saying that that's
Ter-
going to happen to me
it's
because you know what I
terrible
say?
because
People
she
fight
could
for
have helped
shit,
that woman.
but people ain't going to take it. Are you going to bury your house with you? It's impossible.
No.
You can't do that. You can't bury your car. And there's one story that somebody told me. I don't know how
In
much it's true, but
Texas.
somebody said that this guy, he said, you know what? If I'm going to bury something with me, make a big freaking hole. And guess what he did?
Buried with
Because
his
he didn't
car.
want nobody else having it. He buried
Right.
himself in the car.
That was his baby.
He
Oh
took the
wow.
car underground. Now, yeah, but the thing is everyone gonna do that? If you're gonna pay, because think about it, you're gonna pay more because the hole has got to be bigger.
All right.
He
But
probably doesn't care.
that was his wish, and it's fine. I'm not discriminating whoever. Yeah, but not everybody should realize that we're not taking nothing with us. Life is borrowed. You ain't taking
Oh
nothing with
yeah.
you. Unless if you ask him, say, you know what, I want in my will that when I get buried, I want all my rings with me. Then you can say
Well,
you're
she
gonna
had
take
a
it with
will,
you.
but see, she had a will, and the will was supposed to be for her friend. And what
Hmm.
happened was the lawyer manipulated the will and the trust, and
Yep.
she put herself down. So
That's what happened
that's
with us
where,
too.
you know, and
And
I
with my
got all
But
the
that is
dad,
evidence
bad.
on it.
I just don't
my
get it
dad
why
was
lawyers. And I'm
not
sorry, I
a
know they're just as human as we are,
my
but
dad
it's
wasn't a
all
There's
about
rich
a lot of
person or
they
twists
get it.
and
anything.
turns in this case.
They get that. They get that
And I didn't get to
stick
spend
up
a
their
lot of
ass.
time with
Sorry
him.
to say it that way,
Yeah.
but they get that stick up their ass. Yeah, they let that power, what they have, get to them, and they fucking do what they do, and they're
You
not
know
doing an honest
what?
job. God gave you the gift
So
to be a lawyer. Be honest with yourself and be honest with your freaking clients. Why can everybody not? And that's why
I think
humanity
she
to me
became a lawyer to fraud
so
everybody
be,
because She does
makes me so
immigration,
disgusted.
and she
It makes
rips
me
them
so
off too.
disgusted. It makes
And
me so
also,
disgusting that
so,
why
you
do
know, she
people?
might get all these
I just
monetary
don't get it.
things,
Being
things that people hold
Terrible.
so
It's
important
terrible, and
above
it's
all.
sad.
She might get that shit, but guess what? In the end, she's going to get what she really deserves. It might be all nice over here on this side, but guess what? On the other side, you might not like it very much. You know, it just really all depends on what you believe in. And I don't know. I believe in karma, and I love her for what she does and the job she does. And I know she's going to catch up with these people. So you can't let it stress you out because it's bad for your health.
Exactly.
And
It's all gonna
yeah,
come back. You do bad, it's all gonna come back. You do good, good is gonna come back. That's it. You know?
hmm
So it's all
And
an
I think
honor
it's just
for her.
really,
That's why me and my boss are doing this.
well, if you're doing it for a good cause, then I don't blame you. But don't do it for the wrong reason.
Oh
Don't do
no,
it for
there's
greedy.
not one cent
Do it,
for me or
do it
my
for the,
boss. We're
be
doing it
very
for
do it for the right
nothing.
careful.
reason.
Be very
No, but you don't
careful.
get what I'm telling you. Don't do it for, do it for the right reason. The bottom line,
Yeah.
right reason. Nothing else
Exactly.
in between.
And
Because I
maybe
do what I
this,
do, and I do it for the right reason. I'm not
Hopefully,
doing it for like personal gain.
hopefully her kids will get the money where it
yeah, and
belongs.
Well,
you know, maybe at the
well,
end
if
she
they
wasn't
do,
able to stick up for herself, but hopefully her kids are, you know, mentally aware enough that they can go against them and fight it. Like, I don't know, it's a really hard
Well,
situation and it happens way too often. It's really
one
sad.
kid asked for
yeah.
the accounting, and the lawyer never gave it to him. He asked again, the lawyer never gave it to him. So there's another son, and the son is mentally challenged and lives in a home. Okay, so I don't know if they
Yeah.
hired a lawyer to get the paperwork, but I don't know what's going on with that. But
I just know there's
we're
worse
gonna make it
problems.
easy for them, and
Yeah. There's worse problems we got to
we're
worry
gonna put
about.
it in
Like,
front of the probate court, so
even the inheritance I got from my dad. My
Yeah,
the
I
dad
think
is
judge
not a
that's
will
rich
what I
also.
person.
told.
My dad gave me his video photography business for $100. I don't know if you know about Miss McNichol back in the 80s, I believe it was. She was a big thing. Her brother, he was also on TV. I was supposed to do some video stuff for him. He put all my equipment out in a garage, and guess what? That garage got bulldozed. My other inheritance got pissed away. Yes, I cried for a week or so, but I got over it because, like, that was not important to me. I can actually, you know, do better because, you know, technology has come a long ways, but there's nothing like those grassroots switchers. And that did come from my dad, so it did mean a lot. But like I said, the memories of working with him and all this other stuff was pretty awesome. It says we got 7 people watching. I'm not sure who, Chris. But feel you too, Adrian. We're all drained.
That's
I
just
was looking at timing,
really
timing,
sad.
but just focus on what needs to be done.
We'll let everybody else
Give you
get a
strength.
chance to speak with you, Chris. I'm sorry for taking all your time
Oh,
off,
no worries.
but I
No,
will
Like, if
talk
we
to
no,
had
you
people in the background
another
there, I'd be
day.
like, sorry, we
And I
gotta
love
talk to you
you
go.
later.
guys.
But I
Thank
appreciate you
you.
calling in.
Thank you.
And good luck and be careful.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Ida. It was so nice to meet you.
I
Yeah,
am.
yeah.
Be
Nice to meet
safe.
you. Just send prayers my way.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Have a good
Bye.
night. Bye.
You too.
But like I was saying, it's just that you have to be doing the things for the right reason, like I am. And I know that even though I'm, going through my little personal stuff in my life,
And it ain't
I have a
little.
mission to do, just like everybody else does. Like my mom, yeah, and gotta do what needs to be done until it's my time to go. But so then I just do whatever I do and just try the best to guide people in what they do, because everybody tells me your mom would want you to be successful in whatever God does for you. And I thank God every day.
She wants you to be
Even though there's
happy.
days where I'm just like, I think myself, yeah, she wants me to succeed. But the way I look at it, it's bad. And like I was telling you, I hope to God, Tess, about the gold, because I do feel that later we might not live to see it. That gold is how people are gonna transfer things and trading, stock markets, or however in the future is that how people are gonna make money. And I think it's gonna be gold. I think it's gonna be like gold, like too, because gold can be exchanged for one big brick of gold can be worth 2,000, maybe $3,000 if
Yeah, it
you
depends
have
on the
that,
purity.
and you exchange it for money or what. Yeah, and then you put it in the bank, and that's your security, and you live off of that. But you know what's weird? How I'm bringing up gold. Where the hell is it made of from? And you know what I'm thinking from? Where the gold is made out of? It's all combined into some kind of chemical where I feel that anything that's gold, it's gonna be melted. And when it's melted, they have like and I'm seeing this in my head. I don't know why. I'm seeing a machinery to where it makes the gold turn into like liquid,
Hmm.
and then from there they take it out with so much temperature, and then you put it into the thing to steam out, and then it makes a bar of gold. I'm seeing it like liquid, but I think
Yeah.
that some of it comes from our own jewelry. But are they going to tell us that? Uh-uh. But that's what I feel, that's how gold is made. Now, who is this to say that I'm wrong? And I'm pretty sure people that are investing in gold, they're not going to tell their secrets. That's what I'm picking up. And but then again, Chris doesn't know anything. Everybody knows that.
No,
Okay, all right. I
Chris.
could be lying through my fucking teeth, and everybody. Yeah, because everybody tells me stop saying that. Stop saying you don't know anything because you technically do, and a lot of the stuff you say makes sense. And I can tell
Mhm.
I can have so much people watching me right now,
Yeah, even
and they'll
Amy, she's
just
like,
give me that look.
Chris! Damn it!
Yeah, like I
No, but
have,
I think you're right about the
like
gold
I
and
have
stuff.
Heidi. I
Like,
know she's watching. I know
everybody's really big right
I
now
had
about
yeah, I had Heidi come on
cryptocurrency.
one time.
Go
Uh,
ahead, sorry.
and then we had Amy. Yeah, Amy's known me for freaking years. See, she said, Chris. Look,
Yeah, she's like, Chris
Amy, if you want to
says.
come on, you can. Hold on, let me just. Now, if anybody wants to
It's
come
right there on
on,
the screen.
if you got a question for me, or if you want to talk about this debate, is what me and Tessa talking about money, gold, or your personal opinions of
Money.
what the future holds. You can come on, you can ask a question, and just join in. So, hold on, let me just look for that. I
You
can
know,
look for
in
that.
the
Okay,
end,
there you go.
you can eat
Um,
money, but it's really not going to
but
be yummy. It's going to be gross.
yeah, yeah, and
Oh,
that's the
Amy
thing
said
is
her
that I don't know
connection is
why I
bad
keep seeing
today.
gold in my head. I just don't know. I really don't freaking know.
I have an
It
ideal.
really does creep me out because
So from the
it really does. Okay,
beginning,
Amy, I sent you the link. Now, if anybody else wants the link, go ahead. Sorry.
um, well, a lot of people believe that we were actually used back in the day by those damn Allens to go and mine gold because gold is the biggest conductor that anybody knows. I think crystals and gold, but gold is the best. So they were using human beings to mine gold for them, for their crafts, etc. That's why gold is so big. Today it's all about jewelry. Well, I don't wear gold. If I do, it's platinum or white because I don't like gold. Maybe that's for some particular reason. Maybe it's because it makes my teeth look yellow. I don't know.
Yeah.
Gold is not for me. I prefer silver. But yeah, precious
But you know what?
metals.
Yeah, you know what? But you know what's funny that you say that. I'm not too much for gold either. Let me tell you, I'm more connected to silver. But for people that don't know that if you have silver in your fingers, That's connected to moon energy, and it's connected to psychic energy. Silver has, you can even research it. Some people will not share this with you, what I just said. The silver is connected to psychic forces and the moon. That's why if you're a person that likes to go outside and look at the moon, you're
Mm-hmm.
just like, why do I connect? But it doesn't mean that you have to have silver to connect. You just have to be intuitively gifted if it's inherited. It just enhances things. That's my belief that silver has always been here for a reason. And as far as gold, they say that gold comes from the sun because what color is the sun?
Hmm.
What we know is yellow, but gold. But underneath all that sun, there's fire in the sun. There's probably like balls of fire in the sun, but we can't see it. We can feel it. We just can't see it.
Right.
That sounds kind of weird saying that, but um,
Doesn't it sometimes when you say things, you're like,
but
that
like I
sounds
said,
really
there's
weird
just
coming out of your mouth?
but I do but yeah yeah, and it's just so weird that when I'm talking about gold, it stands out to me, even though there's no evidence of what I'm saying, but I have a feeling that sooner or later there's going to be gold and there's not going to be any money like dollar bills. However, some of us might live to see it, some of us might not.
Um,
Just saying.
yeah,
But
it's
then
kind of
again,
creepy.
what do I know?
Because, they've been talking about kids these days
What?
and the end of time since the beginning of time. But we still talk about it today. And then I don't know. I have faith in my creator and my brother Jesus, and I got a blessing when I was like 18. No, I was 20, almost 21. Maybe no, I was 21, and it was talking about me being here for the end of days. I'd be a leader of women and children and men, and like that's pretty awesome. But at the same time, it scares the ish out of me. But maybe it's because like I know a lot of things that people don't know. Like you know a lot of things that people don't know, and people are like, "Well, how do you know that?" I don't know. I just know. I was born with it, or maybe I got abducted and they downloaded a bunch of stuff into my head. I don't know. But no, precious metals, like you said, I do believe, and the barter system, like back in the day. How are we going to get by unless I trade you, some metals for some of your eggs or meat or whatever, or leather work, etc. Like, we're going to go back quite a ways. We're here with all this internet stuff and electronics. I just watched something earlier where this tribe got the internet. Now they can't get their young men to work, and they're only allowing internet certain times of the day because they're so addicted, not only to that, but to corn. I'm going to say corn instead of the P word because I don't want to get us blocked, but they're so addicted to it, like right away. But yeah, it's all going to be gone. And people are like big on electric vehicles. I like old vehicles because when it comes down to it, electric vehicles are going to be null and void. They won't work if we get an EMP or whatnot, which I do believe will happen. I've seen videos of it on the open seas where people got attacked by an EMP and then they couldn't even use their ship through the ocean and they were getting tossed around like little rag dolls. It was scary. Imagine that like in your own life. I don't know. It's just a matter of time, and it kind of freaks me out. And like you said, like when I say this, it makes me feel crazy, or it makes me like question myself. But at the same time, I feel it. Like I don't know. I feel like it's coming. I don't know when, but I'm preparing.
It's coming. Yeah, and I think it's coming, and I do feel that there's going to be a certain trade, and we're going to go back. And you know where I think some of that gold is from? I think that's coming from the earth. And you know where I keep seeing a stream of water? Well, these rocks are little tiny, but when the sun hits it, you can see it like if you're flying. But if you're like in the water and it's like a little pond or a little lake, you're gonna look at it. Oh, that looks like a little rock. But little that you find out, you're just like this. And you look at the magnifying glass and you're like, oh my god, this is pure gold. So you're telling me that all this time this gold has been on Earth? Yes. And it goes back to the Aztec Indian times, where even before we were even walking this earth. I think a lot of the stuff that me and Tessa are talking about, it's in nature. Some of it's in nature, and I do believe that some of it is either, I don't even know why I'm seeing this, like dirt, and the gold is underground, and we're stepping all over it. Out of, like, you know how, like, when you're going up the, like,
And
if
it's
you're
found
going
in
up,
rivers.
what do you call it? Up the hill, like when you're
Yeah.
camping. I believe that there's gold everywhere. We're just not looking because we're not thinking about it. But if you're a person that is looking for gold, or if you're a person that is looking up to what we're talking about, the first thing that I would recommend, if you want to look for gold or anything that has value, get a metal detector, because they can be like 30 feet
Yes.
underground. Dee, 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 and it's going to be like, why the
Oh,
hell is this thing going off? Because there's something underground.
this father and son just found an
But then
unexploded
again,
bomb not
what
too
do I
long
know?
ago with one of those. And they brought it home and they're like, hey, check out this thing. Could you imagine what's inside of it? Could you imagine if they tried to pry it open before the government or whoever got there and said, you can't open this because kabloom, like they won't even know what hits them. But yes, you can find so many treasures, even rebuilding your house. If your house is old, to a certain extent, you can redo the floors or whatever. A lot of treasure is buried in floors and walls. Please don't tear your shit up just to find this. But treasure is everywhere. And especially tops of mountains. Why is this? Why is it tops of mountains and it trickles down through rivers, even out, to outlets of the ocean? Because, I don't know, it is heavy, but it travels so far. Depending on how many people, like back in the day, they used to use a pot and they'd sit there and sift the water through and until the gold flakes would lift up and everything else would go out because it was lighter than the gold. That's how they used to find it back in the day, except for mining. But that's where you'd find a hot spot. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
and
pretty
it really
intriguing.
makes yeah, and I think everything that we're hitting, I don't know why, but I'm seeing like gold under rocks. I'm seeing like silver in areas where you're just not looking. And you know what? Another thing I believe in too, and they have, and of course the government probably knows, but they're not going to tell us. You know what I think? In some caves, like near the shore, where it's like, I don't know if it's. Hold on, let me see if I can just tap into that. Hold on. Um, hold on. Okay, I don't know why I'm seeing Alaska. I don't know what Alaska looks
There's a
like,
lot up
but I'm seeing
there.
like near the shore. There's like these humongous mountains.
Mm-hmm.
There's water flow in these mountains. Okay, why do I hell? And this is what's so freaking weird. If we found this, we would be rich forever. In my head, I'm seeing in these tunnels
Guys.
where the water's flowing. There's a pirate ship. There's pirate ships that nobody even freaking has seen yet. If people get access to this boat,
Mm-hmm.
how much you want to bet that underneath, where they have like boat, like back in the days where they had like a door underneath under the boat, how much I want to bet that there's a treasure, like a container, and you open it, and it's tons of like different gold coins, necklaces that are gold, and I'm seeing this in my head, pure gold. And then I could see like the pirate where it's like he's dead, but he's like his face. He's got all this treasure on him. And I don't know why I keep saying it, but you know what I keep thinking of? The Goonies.
Yeah.
For some reason, I keep thinking of the Goonies. It's just, but that's what I'm seeing. I do feel that there is pirates ships that are in areas that
There
I'm not
are,
even
and
fucking
even,
aware of.
a
And there
lot of
might
these
even
are
be some
well
that there's probably under the
documented,
ocean.
but some of them
Some
are
might be
unknown.
even
Some of
under
them
the
were like
ocean
secret
somewhere.
missions. And there's shipwrecks all over the place, whether or not, bye Amy, I'm glad you got to stop by, but whether or not it was like, okay, this ship hit some coral or this ship got shot or whatever, there's trails of gold, like on the bottom of the sea, that leads to a sunken ship. Or like you were saying in Alaska, there's so much gold in the mountains up there that it's going out into the ocean. So people are buying dredges, like ships that suck up the dirt, and they have these different dredges floating on the sea. And they're getting so much gold. Like gold is everywhere. You just got to look for it. My brother was telling me in the sandstone here in the Four Corners, in the cracks or whatever, there's gold. I'm like, are you sure? Or are you tripping on drugs? I don't know. I don't know what to believe, but gold is very important. And even these old mines up in Rico and other places, I'm like, how come somebody hasn't reclaimed this? Because back in the day, technology is not the same as today technology. Could you imagine how much gold you could get out of that and how much work was already done? It wouldn't take much.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. And it really is scary. And I do believe that there's crystals in this area too. And it goes
Mm-hmm.
back to, I personally don't think they have them all. It goes back to the Mayan where they got the 12 crystal skulls. I don't believe everybody's got all of them. I think there's
No.
more that are discovered. And
At
when
least
you think about
13.
it, where did these skulls come from? These skulls are pure, clear quartz.
I'm thinking
How
ancient
or
alien
what
technology.
made these crystal skulls? I don't know. I don't know.
Chris, how do
And
you know
it's
that?
all the
How do
stuff
you
I'm
know
seeing. It's like people are
that
thinking,
crystal
what the
can
hell are you
record
talking
information?
about? Like, what are you talking about? But it's, I don't know. It's just a feeling. I do feel that there's gold everywhere. I think it's in the most odd places that you think, and I even could even be in our backyard. You might not even be aware of it
Mm-hmm.
because I do believe that our ancestors or whatever, if you're a treasure finder, like I'm gonna tell you what I believe, and this is true fact. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all one name. Do y'all remember Nicolas Cage? Okay, if y'all seen the movie that he's all of the movies that he made, Nicolas Cage, every single one has something to do with natural treasures. I can tell you he's a real rich actor, but beneath that actor, I believe that he's into everything that I'm saying. And I'm gonna say his name, Nicolas Cage. He's one of them. That's all
I
into
dare you to
this
say it 3 times and
mysterious,
look in a mirror with a candle. I'm just
codes
kidding.
within the independence. I think there's code even, yeah, Independence Day, everything that goes the can you say the directly like independence. I can't think of that thing that's written, the
Independence. Oh,
Declaration of Independence. I think there's
yes.
codes in between the original, and I think that there is treasure within the words. I don't know
Chris,
why I keep feeling that, but
you're onto
I feel
something
him
because
very
guess
strong
what?
in everything.
Our newspapers, our movies, our TV, our news, everything we watch from the very beginning has been run by whoever's running everything, whether it's the Illuminati or the Rothschilds or whoever the frack it is. All these things have been run by those people, and it's for a certain agenda. Yes, I love movies, and I love Nicolas Cage, and I love all these different things. And it's like, man, if only we watch these movies and then all of a sudden it happens. What about the next World War? That just came out. I missed it because it kept telling me the wrong dates. So I missed that one. But what if that is really about to happen? Like, pretty trippy stuff. But like you said, there's notes in there. There's hints. There's different things.
I
And they're
think a
like, oh,
lot
they
of I
won't
think a
believe it
lot
because
of
it's
these
in a
movies.
movie.
Yeah, I do believe that. I do believe that too. That there's movies that are being thrown as signs to us that we're not paying attention. Um, so, but I do feel that I think there's a lot of codes within movies that people don't realize. Because I had told a friend of mine that was a real good friend of mine many, many years ago. She goes, everything you watch are signs of what the producers behind the ones that are in the background in the darkness.
Mhm.
They're actually telling us things within movies. You just gotta pay attention. Like
Yeah.
example, the Eagle Eyes movie. The Eagle Eyes. If y'all have ever seen the Eagle Eyes, that had a lot to do with computers. So all the movies I'm mentioning, if you're not if you got time whenever you got, I guess, Netflix or whatever, type in the movies that I'm typing in and try to get through beyond what you're seeing in the movie
Mm-hmm.
and listen to the movie and
Look
see what the
behind.
movie's trying to tell you. I think like with Nicolas Cage, yeah, I think a lot of these movies they're giving a sense. It's just that people, and not to be mean, but I think people are so naive that they don't see the signs in front of them.
Yeah, they're
But
looking at the
anybody that's
upfront,
gifted
like
like us, we're
the
like, no,
main
there's got to be a message in
characters.
this.
But if you look at the pictures in the background, or you look at the shirts they're wearing, and different things like that. What was that one that Barack and Michelle Obama put out? Oh man, Left. No, it's not Left Behind. It was something else. End of the World freaking movie, and NASA shirt, different freaking shirts like that, and the background, like the ocean kept getting deeper, and I don't know, different certain signals that they're, like you said, you have to watch it at least, like, unless you're paying really close attention the first time, you have to watch it at least 3 or 4 more times to get every single little detail, because there's so many, they call them Easter eggs. There's so many Easter eggs in there for you to find. You can't be one of those drooling, popcorn eating people. You gotta really pay attention. Even though it's just Hollywood, it's just fiction. But guess what, boys and girls? It's right in front of your face.
Yeah, and I agree with that because, but I think people just don't pay attention to it because they don't acknowledge the wisdom that's being shown in front of them. They're just thinking, the producer just made the National Treasure with Nicolas Cage. This is all fiction. Bullshit. Because a lot of that shit, it's out there. It's just, you need to go look for it. And remember what I told you guys. In a couple of years, some of us are going to be looking for gold, and you're going to remember what I told you on this show. Chris was right.
Hey, you
But then
convinced
again,
me
me
to
and
buy a
Tessa
gold
don't know anything,
detector
right?
or
Tessa,
a
we
metal
don't know anything.
detector.
We don't know what the hell we're talking about.
Hell no! Don't listen to us.
We don't know nothing.
We're high
We
on
just have an
life.
innocent little face.
Not us. We're sweet and innocent.
We don't know
Oh
nothing,
no.
right? Oh God, that's so funny.
Isn't it?
But I do feel people you need to really start looking because I am getting drawn to, and I'm not one to go hiking, but I think when I start looking, I'm gonna start looking for, and this is I don't know why, but I'm looking for what I'm being told is that if you people are into treasure or something that's worth,
Mm-hmm.
I'm being guided to tell you is that yeah, look down the trails that you're walking. Like say if you're going out to go camping, and there's like mountains or whatever. Look for something that shines that shouldn't be shining off the ground because a regular rock is not going to be shining. And I'm going to show you one. Look at this. Does this look like anything?
Quartz
It's
agate?
just a regular rock, but if you look from distance, this is yes, it's an agate that was actually found. Someone gave it to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to look around. Quartz
Mm-hmm.
are everywhere. So if you think these quartz are around, I'll be damned if there's gold. I mean, because there's got to be gold within these crystals somewhere. You
I'm
just
a
got to
rock
know
hound.
where to look. And
So I've
that's a
picked up
rock.
so many damn rocks
and
that
it's
I
funny
just
that
thought were pretty
yep.
or just like spoke to me, and they're in my really massive, huge rock collection. Hopefully, nobody has to deal with it, and I've done something with it by the time I die. But then I've been seeing posts recently, and they're like, "Oh my God, look at this!" And I'm like, "Wow, I picked that up, and I didn't even know what it was, but it was actually worth a lot." What the hell did I do with it? I don't know. It's probably like buried back by my crabapple tree where I made that heart crystal thing for my niece Chrissy. I put it back into the earth. I know where it's at, so I can redig it, but I don't know. It's very intriguing. The different things that are worth a lot. But yeah, like I'm glad you brought it back up because metal detector, I've always wanted one, but then there's other things that you get into that throw you off that. Could you imagine just going around your own yard and seeing what kind of artifacts and stuff you can find? especially if you believe in the mud flood. I do believe in the flood of Noah's time and shit, but what about the mud flood after that, when there are these huge buildings that are mostly underground now because of the mud flood? It's so trippy.
Yeah, I think even in certain, I want to say that even stuff that, well, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm not gonna say where it's coming from. There might even be some secret files that there's only the certain people certain know that there's certain files that have certain documents of UFO sightings. I believe that these folders have not been found, and this could be a lot of information where to look and where to look things up and where to look and where to find missing pieces. That are we really alone on this earth? I'm gonna tell you what my personal opinion is. We're not alone on this
Honey,
earth.
boo-boo
I
child.
don't think so. But like I said, but of course, just people, you need to really start looking, because I think the answers could be in your backyard and might not even be aware of it.
Well, did you
Go
see
to the
that
park.
video?
Go to the
And it
mountain
was
parks. Go to the
these
mountain
two
park.
tribal
Yeah, go to
Brazilian
the park
people
where yeah.
go into a podcast, and they're talking about aliens, and they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. And then they kind of describe what they look like, and they're like, oh yeah. And they gave a certain name. I think I shared that on my last trippy TikToks. I think it was last Saturday. And yeah, they were talking about them. They dwell underground, yada yada. If you spend too much time with them or looking into them, they will try to take your soul underground. That's pretty messed up. But like you said, I do believe a lot of these aliens were actually here before us, whether they're fallen angels or other freaking entities like ant people and other certain things like that. Pretty interesting. But I do believe in space travelers. I don't know. It's pretty ignorant just to think that we're the only ones in the universe, because there's so many life
I don't think.
carrying planets out there. The more we look, especially with this new telescope, the more we find. So it's pretty intriguing to see what's coming up. And I've got tons of UFO pictures and videos
And I do
that I
believe
took
that
myself from my own yard.
yeah, and I do believe even that I do believe a lot of things do exist. It's just that you gotta be more open-minded. I think people need to be aware that are more spiritual. They know that this stuff that we're saying is legit. But for the people that are very skeptical and this and that doesn't exist, fairies don't exist, that's not true. I'm sorry to tell you, but that ain't true. But like I said, just start paying attention, start looking around when you can, and you'd be surprised. You might find crystals, and if you find crystals, there's more. It's just follow your instincts. Follow your instincts. Because I do believe that there's so many crystals on this earth that some people have to go to the stars to go buy crystals. Why go to crystals? Go to a freaking lake, and you'll be surprised what you might find the crystal that you need, and you're just like, why go to the crystal stores when all the crystals are in nature? But you want to know why you go to the store? Because you believe in your heart that there's no crystals on the lakes. You believe that there's no such thing as rose quartz. You believe that there's no clear quartz. But you'd be surprised with that. Just that rock I showed you, that was coming from the water. But then again, like I said, I think that some people are fooled to go spend money when they can go in the backyard or go to the lake and
so much
look what I
easier.
found. I found some rose quartz.
Because time is money. So why not just go and get it from somebody else instead of spending the time getting it? Well, the time is important because it teaches you different lessons. Sorry, somebody's trying to call on your group chat, which I appreciate. I wish I was there, but we're here. But no, time is money. So a lot of people don't have time because they work 1, 2, 3 jobs just to support their family because of what the government has put us under. How the government has made it to where you can't even live a fulfilling life without working all your life away. You can't even spend time with your kids anymore, for the most part. That's really sad, but like you said, look in your own yard. Did you know under the Carlsbad Caverns, if you go really, really deep, there's monstrous, huge crystals under there. They're all over the place. Even look around old mines. The miners didn't care about crystals. All they cared about was the gold. So if you look in the piles...
And I think and I do believe that people are going to start really paying attention, because if you believe that there's no gold on this earth, you're wrong. There is gold. If there's aliens, there's plenty of crystals all around us, different parts of the states. You just gotta get that. You just gotta know where to look. Like the Grand Canyon, I think there's something there that's not being shown in pictures. I think the Grand Canyon, it's got tunnels probably within those. Yeah.
There is actually a cave that goes in there that goes deep, 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 and it's... Okay, so have you heard the theory that Egypt actually started here? There's a cave there, and instead of the tombs being buried, there's rows and rows and rows of tombs. So people are stacked, standing up, rows and rows of them. There's, all kinds of different Egyptian artifacts. They're not allowing people to go look at it. Mr. Powell, and there was another person back in the day. The other person discovered it first. Mr. Powell discovered it secondary. But now they've closed it off. Like, you can't go and see it. I can't remember what that one black dude's name is. He's the one that is talking about the green tablets and stuff like that. He was talking about he was trying to go that direction, and some guy in black was going to shoot him because he's like, no, you can't come this way. Like, NASA owns this. Why does NASA own the pyramids, own this certain portion of the Grand Canyon, etc., etc.? What exactly is NASA doing? I thought this was space travel. Wow. But come to find out, didn't it start off underwater, and then whatever they saw freaked them the fuck out, and they're like,
I do believe that if there is a security or a person that's dressed up in black and they say, oh, well, Tessa, because you're not allowed to go back here, you're like, well, I came thousands of miles to come and travel, and you're telling me that I can't search? What are you hiding? You know what they're going to freaking tell you? None of your freaking business. You're not allowed to. It's restricted.
None.
And then you're thinking, you look, and then you start looking at the canyon, you start looking at the mountains, and you're like, is there something that people not telling us behind these mountains, that there's treasure, or there's a hidden thing that they know, but you're not allowed to go back there? Makes you wonder. If they don't allow you to go to certain areas, the question is, what are they hiding? What are they hiding that they don't allow you to go there?
They are hiding so much. It's redonkulous.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even, start at the beginning of them hiding shit? Even the nuclear freaking explosions. Mm-hmm. They're like, this is a video of a nuclear explosion. Look at this house explodes and the vehicle disappears. But the camera's okay? How the fuck did you do that? Because it's fake. This is a little miniature thing. Yes, I do believe that atomic weapons are real. I have seen what happened in Japan, etc. But the things they were showing to people as far as, the house and the car and all this other shit was not real. Like, there's so much stuff that is faked. To the point where I don't even know if I believe that we landed on the moon. How the heck did we get through the Van Allen belt? Is the Earth really round? I do believe it is.
I wonder if they were telling us that.
Yeah, like, what the heck is happening?
I don't believe they tell us everything. I don't even think that there's even people that even were on the moon. I don't think there was. Because they're only going to tell us what they want us to tell us. What is really up there? We won't know until we go up there.
If this one particular guy was the first one to step foot on the moon, who the frack took the video of him? And my husband's like, oh, it was just a video on the shuttle. Okay, so what about that? So when you go through this Van Allen radiation belt, how did your film not get fried? There's so many different things like that. It's so weird. And it humiliates me because it makes me feel like a child again.
You know what's funny?
The government is our parent and we are children, and they're just fucking lying to us, and I hate it.
Yeah, and they could be just lying about a whole bunch of other stuff. And you
I
know
can't
what
hear
I
you
can
very
do
well.
right now?
Sorry.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny. We're talking about the mountains. We're talking about treasure, right? I could hear you on the headphones. Guess what happened?
I don't know if you have a mic
I
on
was
there or what, but you're quieter now. But I'm sorry if I'm
the
blowing your
light turned
eardrums.
off. I know because I was able to hear you on here. But get this, I can't even hear you on the headphones. So tell me, are we hitting a nerve because now I can't hear you?
Yeah, because we're speaking the
Are we hitting a
truth.
nerve because all of a sudden now my headphones doesn't want to freaking work? But
Guess
then
what?
again, like I said, we're getting validation that now I gotta hold the phone now because now I can barely hear you. But like I told you, that just says that we that we're getting
We're
that
hitting a nerve.
I'm getting some confirmation because all of a sudden I couldn't hear you on the headphones anymore. What am I hitting? I'm hitting a nerve, and you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's watching us, and they're like, "Shut up, Tessa. Shut up,
Like,
Chris." Well, I got news for you. We ain't shutting our mouth. We're telling
we're
the
gonna keep
people the
digging.
truth. If you don't like it, too bad.
We're gonna keep sharing
Yeah,
because everybody needs to know, and not everybody's privy to
yeah,
certain things. And sharing is caring. If they don't
yeah,
like it, oh well.
yeah.
I don't like what you're doing either. So how about that? I
Yeah, but
do.
they just sit there and lie to them and say, "Oh, we're telling you everything." Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Stop lying.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. I'm gonna go color in my coloring book now.
But then again, what?
Skip down the
Oh my
hallway,
God,
get behind the door.
that just cracks me up.
That's how it is. It's like an angsty teenager knowing
Yeah,
their
that
parents are
just
full of shit, and
yeah,
they're like, okay, whatever, and they go behind their door and like,
yeah,
I hate you, I hate you. Yeah, that's how it is. It's sad, but it's true.
yeah.
What do we
But of
do?
course we don't. But it's sad that just gives me confirmation because my headphones, I could hear you perfect. All of a sudden, I can't hear you.
And I can hear you so much
Why?
better now too.
Did I
So
hit a nerve with the cave?
I know.
I don't know what happened, but I think something is fishy about what we talked about because now I can't hear you. I mean, I can hear you, but you sound very low. But with the headphones, I could hear you like you were in my freaking ear. And all of a sudden, I talk
Oh,
about
like too
cave,
loud,
and
I
I
think
can't hear
too.
you. No, you can call that conspiracy theories. You can call it suspicion. You can call it what you want, but we're getting our answers, and we're being shown that
Mm-hmm.
something's up because we're hitting a freaking nerve.
Feathers are puffing up. The rooster's
Oh
attacking
yeah,
me.
people might not believe her. Yep,
No, it's
yep.
so redonkulous. And like we
But
were
I
saying
think
earlier,
we're heading.
about what's known, what's not known, and what people believe and don't believe. A lot of people are so busy just trying to live their lives and trying to survive because they've made it impossible that you have to work, 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 go home, eat, and sleep. Work, 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 go home, eat, and sleep. Like, what the hell? Like, what's the point in even having a
Yeah,
family anymore? They're just tearing us down. That's right, Hyde. Some things are not a coincidence, and this is one of the major ones. And then, did you hear about the draft?
yeah. I know Heidi's watching. Thank you for watching. No,
Now they're trying to
no,
draft our
but for Heidi, if
boys.
you want to come on, uh, you can probably share a lot of weird stuff because I know that she told me some things too. But
I would love to hear from her.
anyone can
Um,
say, and I can tell you that headphones. There is no excuse whatsoever for my headphones just to go. Boop. Be
No,
quiet, Chris.
unless they're
We're
like,
gonna mute you so your voice comes out.
no, mine.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
these are
I just
my
think they just don't want us to be
on-air
talking.
earbuds, and these keep periodically coming on and off. And guess what else is happening? Siri on my phone keeps coming off and on, and I'm like, no, leave now. I don't want to talk to you. I even tell my kids, do not talk to AI. She keeps popping up on my phone, dude. And she keeps making my earbud come on all the freaking time while I'm listening to other earbuds.
Oh my
These
God.
ones keep coming on. This is the one I use for the show. Why does it keep coming on? You trying to spy on me, bitch? Like, what the hell are you doing? Well, yeah, she keeps popping up. Ever since I did that 3 a.m. challenge years ago in Arizona.
Wow,
Where, we tried that.
That just hit her nerve. But you know
Very
what?
next day,
what I'm thinking.
I was walking through the living room and she's like, did you summon me? I'm
that
like,
we're
no,
getting
bitch,
signs
I didn't.
because I know we're hitting a freaking nerve. I know we are.
Mm-hmm.
I just know we are because
Yeah.
why all of a sudden are my headphones? I mean, they were fully charged. There's no freaking excuse. You could debunk it. You could call it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I really don't.
Seriously.
And
it doesn't make sense. What the crap?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And people can say whatever they want, but
exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, it can hurt for a moment because we are human, and yes, we do have feelers, and sometimes our feelers hurt, but we got to keep going. And like I was saying earlier, if you can just do one task per day, that'll keep you from the very, very pits. Because talking about depression, I've been at the very bottom of the barrel to the point where I actually joined the military. God, I must have been really low down there. But it was a good thing for me at the time because it built me back up. And then I saw a lot of shit I didn't want to see. And like I said, I love my country. I hate my government. I've seen what they do to people that sacrifice their lives for them. And the hierarchies, like the House and Senate, the president, everybody, they don't care. They don't care as long as they get their pay every fucking day. Oh, nobody else might get paid, but they get paid. That's all they care about. It's ridiculous. We should make the House and Senate and other things like that not paid unless you do something. If you do something, you get paid for it. But what the heck? I don't know. Now I'm going off the deep end. But if you're down, can we go for like a song or two so I could just hit the head and check on the kids really quick and then come back instead of the full 15?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, let's do that really quick.
I don't know if we're going to take a break, but it's up to you. All right.
Yeah, because I need to hit the head really quick, aka the bathroom. So on this break, we have Miss McKaylin here. She's amazing. If you haven't heard of her, she is from Canada. She's amazing. Pins and Needles, Mirror, Gravity. Then we have After Dark. So let me pick my favorite one. Oh, what do you think, Chris? Do you like Pins and Needles, Mirror, or Gravity better? I know you really like Pins and Needles. So should we do that one?
Yep. I love that song. I love that song,
that
so it doesn't bother me.
All right, let's do Pins and Needles, and then we're going to do After Dark by Fred Johnson III. We'll be right back after this music break. Don't go nowhere.
Pins and needles, every word through a microscope. You keep stomping down on the ground while I've been stuck on this tightrope. I just want to say what I want to say without your sentence. I'm not willing to do the time when I'm innocent, and I'm innocent. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. Walked on my share of thin ice with your blowtorch at my feet. You won't never see me beg, so take this tongue off your leash. I'm gonna say what I wanna say, don't need permission. Interpret it how you want, it's my decision. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. Dancing on shattered glass, kicking the pieces all around. My safety has been broken, this is now a hunting ground. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, up, up. Talking about, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, up, up. Talking about, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, up, up. Talking about, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, 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 up.
My driver pulls up in my limousine, ready to take me anywhere I want to be. I said, I want to go. Take me to a college scene, I'd like to go and dance, have drinks, and hunt the perfect date. Yeah. Living at the door, I search lonely streets to find hidden shadows in the dark. It doesn't matter what I say. Secret homicides arranged in a series of pursuits. No matter what I say, after dark, I gave her base because she had the range. I knew she was the one that never could go home again. Plastic light by limo seats, I don't know why I can't control this third again. Yeah. Living at the door, I search lonely streets to find hidden shadows in the dark. It doesn't matter what I say. Change it till it's done, murder forever after. No matter what I say, after dark. Really meant to repugnant in me. Behind a place with days of December. Concerning works furnished in the madness. It doesn't matter what I say. It really doesn't. No matter what I say, after dark.
Well, I don't see Chris back, so I'm going to play one more song. Oh, wait, there he is. Hold on. Alrighty. Get back over here. I was like, oh. All right. Welcome back, Chris. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, there you are.
What's up?
Wasabi.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I'm just thinking about everything we talked about. Everybody's been messaging me saying there's no coincidence my headphones to be doing that.
Exactly. When your light, like you're saying, like you've never
Yep.
had a light explode before because of your powers and shit. One time me and Vern were in a fight and I used to have one of those lamps that clip onto your headboard and it reaches around so you can like read your book or whatever. And we were in a fight one night and all of a sudden it just exploded. And we're like, let's talk about this tomorrow. Because it really freaked us both out. But no, I was going to tell you about this paranormal shenanigans that's been going on recently that's really freaking me out.
I mean, I think there's just a lot of stuff that we're not aware of.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of creepy when you think about it. But I think a lot of stuff that we're hitting on nerves.
Yes.
I don't know why. It's just a feeling I get. I think that we're hitting on something because if we weren't, they wouldn't be shutting us out like that. You know, the headphones should be working.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason for it not to work.
Why does that echo happen when it shouldn't?
But it's
How come we're not saying, nah?
yeah, yep, and
It's we're not good little sheeples.
yeah, like somebody was telling me. But I think there's a lot of stuff that people are just not aware of. I just think people need to start paying attention to signs. I just think they're everywhere. So,
I don't know. I think the more time goes by, it just really depends. Like some people are more and more blind to it, but there's tons of children being born that are very gifted. So we got a chance, right? Because people our age or a little younger or above, whatever, they got their own mindset or some sort of mindset that is perpendicular to what the government wants. Others of us are like, this ain't okay, and we're listening to not our brain, but our mind, our heart, and our gut. These three together will keep us safe. Other people are just, like you said, so tired. I'm so tired. I work every day. I go home. I eat dinner. I wash clothes or whatever the heck you do when you go home. And I go to sleep and I start all over again. So it's so much easier just to follow the flow than to be like paying attention to paranormal or aliens or God even these days. A lot of people don't even believe in God anymore, which is pretty intriguing to me. I'm not going to argue with you because your belief is your belief, but I will tell you what my beliefs are. Everybody has a right to believe what they want to, but I almost started crying just then. But no, it's really important to give everyone their space and to let them know what you feel and believe. And if you don't attack them, like a lot of people do, maybe they'll hear you. Maybe it'll penetrate.
yep. But I just believe that everything is crazy, and everything that that they don't want us to know, we find out anyway. That's what I see it as. Like we're gonna find out a whole bunch of stuff that they just don't want us to know. But I do feel that with everything we're saying, there's a lot of truth to it somewhere.
I think you're right.
But it's just gonna be truth to some information that people are just not aware of, and if people don't acknowledge it, then there's nothing they can do about it. It's just all up to them.
Yeah, it
You know,
is. It really is.
people will find out that there is truth to what we're saying. Yeah,
And all you
there is
gotta do
truth
is
to what
like
we're
be
saying,
yourself, be true to
regardless if you believe it or
yourself,
not.
be there for your fellow man, and they'll see it eventually. You know, they got the blinders on, so it's kind of hard to see. But like I said, if you don't attack them, if you just let them know like what you believe, what you feel, etc., you might get in there. But otherwise, I don't know. It's very difficult, very complicated, very sad. Hey there, Condor. But I
I
was
just think that,
telling. Oh, go ahead,
yeah.
please.
But I think a lot of people are just not aware of it, like you said. People just think that there's nothing to be aware of. But I guess they're just not acknowledging it because they haven't. I guess it's that they haven't accepted it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's hard to
but
swallow.
there's something there. There's got to be something. Mm-hmm. There's something there. Whatever truth there is, there's some truth to it. But yep,
So I was telling you during first hour, I've been
I'm
having
looking at
some
who else.
really, really creepy paranormal stuff happening lately. So I've been woken up several times within the last month or so by a man screaming. And so I'll wake up with a start and look around. Nobody's there. I don't hear anything. Like, what the hell was that? Then last week, and this just gives me the chills really bad, someone screamed, "Wake up!" And so I woke up and he said, "Roll over. You belong to me." And I was like, oh, fuck. Am I there again? Like, where I'm going to look up and it's going to be the fucking devil? Like when I was 6 years old, like that scared the shit out of me. So I just laid there frozen for a minute. And then I finally rolled over and he wasn't there. So I got up without my phone for a flashlight or anything. Usually I'll take my phone with me everywhere I go for a flashlight and stuff, but I just ran. I ran to the living room. I got the hell out of there. And it scares the shit out of me, Chris, because last time I dealt with this MFer was when I was 6 years old. The same room my mother grew up in, the same room that my mother saw the same MFer in. Now he's freaking back. And Vern was like, well, did you recognize the voice? I'm like, yeah, why else would I have woken up? Like, I would have thought it was a dream otherwise or something, I would think. But I don't know. I think it could be. And I'm like, why? Why is he back? But could it be something else? So Heidi here is saying sleep spirits suck. But I feel like it's him. Like, that's why I was so like, if I thought it was anybody else, like I've dealt with different spirits in my house. Me and my kids and my husband are gifted. We started here with one ghost named John, but being that we're a light, we're a beacon, so different things come in. It's been really, really quiet for a while, then all of a sudden this guy shows up. It really freaks me out, and it's like, what am I up against? I don't know. I'm scared, and I haven't been scared in a long time, really. So, I don't know. I feel like a little kid again, you know?
Mm-hmm. I just think
What do you
we just
think?
gotta seek deeper for the answers that need to be shown. I just feel like people need to seek from within, and I do feel that if they follow the third eye, they're gonna be shown. But it's gotta be, they just gotta pay attention to the signs, to whatever is being shown to them, and I feel that they'll get the answers that they seek. But the thing is that you gotta be careful how you ask. I think that's the most important thing, is how you ask is what you're gonna manifest. If you
And
don't
what
know how
really
to ask
freaked
the
me out
question
too
to the
is like,
universe, because the
after I
universe is
got
gonna
up,
go by what you said.
yeah, after I got up and went to the bathroom and I made toast. I made one that was just, butter toast because I have the salty sweet munchies. So I got up, I made a butter toast, then I got up and made butter with marmalade on it, and then I went back to bed. You know how I remembered what the frack he said to me? Because it was 3:33.
Yep.
He said to me, "Roll over, you are mine." And Vern woke me up the next day and he's like, "Hey, everything okay?" And I'm like, "No." And then I was trying to remember what he said. So I said, "Roll over, you're mine." But he actually said, "Roll over, you belong to me." So, yeah, I don't know. But just the voice, he's had some past life experiences, like where my family was in the etopic Egyptian phase and his was in the Roman, whatever the crack they were, I'm not sure. But one guy that he was with was called the Hound, and he saved a hooker from the Hound one time in a past life, and ever since then, he's been after him or whoever he has in his life. So he's like wondering, is that the Hound? And I'm like, no, the voice to me was so familiar. Like, when somebody in your family or somebody says something to you and you wake up to it. Otherwise, I would have slept through it because I listen to people reading stories and stuff like that all the time because I have tinnitus. No, I know who the crack that was. And so that's why I'm scared. So I was just wondering, like, if you're picking up on anything from that, or if you've had similar things. I know you got the light thing going on, but that really creeped me out.
Okay. Yeah, and I do believe that everything has energy in it. I can tell you right now that everything we're talking about, people might not believe it. People might not think it's true, but I
It's
do
okay.
believe that everything we talk about in this plane is deja vu. Okay. I feel like all this stuff was already written. We just don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about the stones to gold being found to where money won't have a value maybe 5 years from now. Um, Everything that we're saying is, I just feel like there's big truth to it. People might think, "Oh, you're freaking nuts. You don't know what the hell you're talking about."
Exactly. And like we
Technically, we
both
do know.
said,
It's just
when
that,
this shit escapes
like
my mouth, it makes me
yeah,
feel like I'm crazy.
and
I say this stuff to you, and it makes me feel like I'm crazy because it doesn't make sense. But it does, because it's happening. We're not crazy. This
yeah,
is really happening.
yeah, yeah, and I think people are just not prepared. And I'm not into politics,
Mm-mm.
I do feel, and I don't know if I should go there, but I just feel with everything going on. When I looked at last week and the week before, I think a lot of stuff is corrupted. Um, I
Mm-hmm.
think we're gonna see a lot of the stuff that's gonna come out true. And I'm gonna tell you, I know people are gonna say, "Oh, you're just like, you don't know what you're talking about." But you know what I believe? That The Simpsons, and it goes back to, remember what we were talking about, Nicolas
Yes.
Cage. I do feel
Yes.
that The Simpsons, the producer predicted a lot of the stuff.
And
And
I
I
don't
do
think it's
feel
the
that
producer, it's the
98% or
writers. Like, are they
95%
sitting
is,
around a crystal ball
yeah,
and writing this shit or what? How do they keep repeatedly coming up with this shit?
mm, I don't know. And that's why when I think that with everything I'm saying, I think people are going to find gold. And they're going to remember
Mm-hmm.
this show. They're going to remember this day. Go to the lakes. Go to the rivers. And I do feel that somewhere in between, you're going to find treasure.
Even in the
But don't tell
deserts.
anybody when you find that treasure, because they will kill you. If you find
Yeah,
a
you
treasure,
gotta
you
be
say, "Hey, guess
careful.
what, guys? I found $3,000 of brick, gold bricks. You don't think someone's gonna try to assassinate you? No. I do believe that if you find gold, you keep your mouth shut. Go to somebody that you can trust to change that gold, or you can just hold on to it because later on, that gold brick is going to be valued later down the road, and we might not, like I told you. I don't think we're going to live to see it. Some of us might not. Some of us will. But
Mm,
I do feel that there's a lot of gold on here on Earth, and some of it could be at the lake. It could be in the river. It could
diamonds.
be in the pond. It could be hidden in the mountains, like by the Grand Canyon. The story that you told us about, I do believe there's a lot more stuff,
It's true, and it's so
but
weird, like how
I just feel
people
that there's a
have
lot
not
more
heard
stuff.
of it, and I'm like, this has been going on since like the 1800s, probably before that. But people in the 1800s went exploring down the river, and they found this opening, and they went in, and they saw this big ass sculpture holding a lotus flower, and people were like, "Oh, that must be some monkish sort of stuff or whatever." And they go further and further, and there's rooms here and there and everywhere. And then they come upon this big ass cavern with all these sarcophagi. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 8 or 9 lining the
You know what I
walls.
think? I'm gonna tell you.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
wish I could
say
go
what I
there.
say. I don't know why, but I think some of this treasure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm even seeing. This is so weird for the women. Okay, I'm seeing some woman. I don't know her name. I'm seeing a woman with a gold brush.
Oh.
Okay, this comb is
Are you
made
talking about
out of freaking
Cleopatra?
gold.
Like,
Yes.
her diet was
The
pickles.
way I
She's like,
look
I
at it,
got a
I wouldn't
diet
even use that freaking
secret.
comb
It's
to comb my hair, but
pickles.
I don't have to worry about that because I don't have no hair to begin with.
Okay, I got some
But
polish and I got a little buffer
whoever
rag.
this woman is, I want to
I'll take care
say,
of my brother.
yeah, but, but, but I feel that with this, I can't even talk. It's like something's trying to make me quiet. With this comb, it's gold. Where did it come from? I don't know where I'm seeing it. Okay, I swear I could feel it in my heart. Like this is deja vu, like big time. Okay, and I want to say that these items that whoever finds is gold, I want to say random. Hold on, let me just go a little deeper. How far can we go? I want to say the 1500s. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
15, 1600s. That's way that wasn't even thought of yet. Um,
Seems like a long time for us, but it's really
I
not that
don't
long
know why I'm
considering the
seeing this stuff.
lifespan of humans. But yeah, please spill away because, like, we're
I
talking
swear,
about
this
past
is deja
lives.
vu. Like this.
What you're saying, not an epiphany, but man, now I just
I have a
lost it.
feeling that people on the show, I think some people are thinking that we're nuts. But
Oh
does
yeah, that's
anybody
okay.
else
I have
watching
nothing
this show
butts.
think that there's gold in the
Oh
river?
yeah,
Do you
who
think that
can't
there's
deny
gold
it?
in mountains? Do you think it's hidden? That I personally believe there is. I know there is because I feel it in my heart. I don't know about you guys, but I think there is gold.
So, what I'm
And people
imagining
just
right
haven't found it.
now is being on a tube and having two metal
I know
detectors and being
Brittany's
like, yeah,
watching. Hi,
girl.
Britt.
Not only are these my paddles, but these are my metal detectors. And yeah, I'm gonna find some gold. Guarantee it. Like, there is gold all over the place. All you gotta do is look. It's everywhere. And how, like you said, how is it
Oh
created?
my
Is it because of different
god.
meteors that hit us, or us colliding with a different freaking planet? How the hell do we get gold? I know that diamonds are made from combustion and lava activity. How the fuck is gold made? Or silver? I don't know. What about iron? Maybe it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
deposits from asteroids or that other planet that collided with us.
Heidi, I know you're watching, Heidi. She sent me a picture of I don't know if
I
that's
wish she'd come
gold.
on.
Hold on. She sent me a brush of everything I just said. Hold on. I'm gonna send it to you,
Come
Tess.
on,
Hold on.
Heidi.
Uh, no, I think y'all women, if you find a gold brush, it's gonna be worth
Forever.
thousands. If I were y'all ladies, I wouldn't freaking use that brush. I would keep it as a souvenir because that's gonna be worth very antique stuff. Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about El
I don't know
Dorado?
about y'all women, but since some of, yeah.
I really love the Disney movie El Dorado.
I,
I love the
I
humor
don't
of it,
know.
etc., etc. But then recently I heard, okay, so they didn't really throw gold into the river to the gods, etc., etc. They would cover themselves in dust particles and then wash off in the river, and that's how they'd feed the river gods. I don't know. I would still go scuba diving and metal detecting because I'd be like, believe it.
Yeah, I would probably go, you know what I would go is instead of ghost hunting, I would go gold hunting. Or maybe I can do both.
We could. We need to do like a paranormal
Hi,
scavenger
Heidi.
hunt.
Hi, Brett.
Yes, Adrian said, hell yes, I want to
Hi,
find
babe.
gold.
I see you. I know you're smiling. Yeah, and then
That's what
she's
they're
probably
doing with their little
laughing tonight.
sideways eyes.
I love my I love my metal detector. Let's go.
Mm,
Ah!
I want one.
You know what, Heidi? We just got
But
to
I'm
go
pretty
to
sure
a
that,
mountain and we'll just pick it.
yeah,
Maybe we might find some treasure. Like I said, you never know.
I'm pretty sure my
You
father-in-law had
never
one. He
know.
even went down to
You just
Arizona
got
to
to know
find that
where to look.
treasure down there, and he lost his little dog Molly. I think she ran from him because she smelled weed, because she was a weed hound. So I think she smelled weed and she ran to somebody else's car because she's like, damn, I smell weed. And then he couldn't find her and he left and he was really sad about it. But I'm like, she found a better place. She found somebody smoking weed because she was a weed hound. She used to steal the pipes and everything. But no, like there is treasure everywhere. And guess what? The place that he was hunting, he found, okay, due to stories, he found a wagon that was on its side. It was burnt. He found the wagon wheel. He found two skeletons, which were the two Spaniards that supposedly were hid up near where those treasures were buried. So supposedly where the treasures are buried, guess what? Somebody bought it up. The freaking government. How do they
Yeah.
freaking know everything? It's because they're spying on us. They're listening to our every freaking thing. That's why you gotta use code and, say tampons for gold or something. Some tampons! Oh yeah, where'd
Oh
you
my
find it?
God.
Well, I found some
Tampons.
tea bags. You'll never believe how sweet these tea bags are.
You're bad. You're bad.
Well, I'm just saying, you gotta use code, and I don't know
Oh my God. Y'all
Navajo.
are,
I ain't no Navajo code talker, so, we found some really sweet tea bags over here. Yeah, I probably do, because guess what, Vic? If I go back into my living room, I guarantee my son is on my computer. Freaking
yeah.
connection.
You see, look, everybody's running talking about let's go treasure hunting.
Let's do
If
it.
I'm gonna say it like this, I'll be one to go for sure. I'll be
Where are we
one
gonna
to
go?
go.
But I want to find some tampons. I don't. Did you hear
Uh,
what's in it? There's like lead and other shit in there. Don't use tampons.
you're bad,
Don't do
Heidi.
it. Don't do it,
Heidi, you
Heidi.
are so bad.
That's my girl. I definitely want to meet Heidi
Y'all are
because she's got
terrible.
my same sick sense of humor. So I love to meet her. Brittany's just like, Dan, you guys.
Yeah, but
Where's
I think
Heidi?
we
We were
need to
raised a
take a
certain
trip
way.
one day and go to that Grand Canyon. Take a
That would
trip
be
and see what we can find
amazing.
down that
And I'm
Grand
wondering,
Canyon if we can
okay,
find a
so
way
you
down
can't
there.
get there from, going different places in the Grand Canyon where the tours start. Maybe if we started in the river before the Grand Canyon starts, we can get there. But we might die too. So there's that. I don't know what the river's like.
Y'all are terrible.
Oh, yeah. Vic says, female product will be gold as well as bullets. Yes. We can all make our own, but I ain't growing no cotton. And I even told Vern, I'm like, okay, if it comes to the end of days and we don't have enough bullets, we have the little rounds and stuff from the bullets.
Yes.
We need to learn how to load bullets.
Yes, I
So
am.
you learn.
I don't know why I'm drawn, but there's some treasure somewhere down there. Because Tessa said that they took a trip and that, or somebody took a trip, I think it was her or somebody that went down there. And they said, well, can we go down there? And they were restricted from going to a certain area. Now tell me,
with guns
why
and
would you be
everything.
restricted going to a certain area?
Yeah. With
Why
guns and
would there
everything.
be an area of restriction? Why? What are they hiding
And military shit, dude.
in those mountains?
Doesn't make sense. They're hiding.
Yeah,
They're hiding
exactly.
stuff
It could
from
be
us
military
again.
shit. It can be alien stuff. You don't know. Or it could be all the above. I'm being drawn to it.
I
I
have
don't know
been
why.
drawn to it several times, but I
I'm
want to
being drawn to
start
it big time.
higher up and park down in a raft. I'm just kind of scared. Yes, they are. They're hiding it. Why? Just like they've hidden so many things. Okay, so the Vatican and the Smithsonian, both of those, hiding giants, everything else in our world that they don't want us to know about. Dave Scott, I don't know if you know him or not, but he was doing a thing where you see these things that look like a tree stump. Team Stump or Team, was it Rock or something like that? I'm like, I'm Team Stump, dude. That looks like a giant tree that was cut down. There were giants. There were so many things here before that they're hiding from us. Why? Why do you not want us to know? What about, the Tartarians? Why do you not want us to know about the Tartarians and all their beautiful architecture, etc.? There's so many things, Chris.
You know what I think it is? It's because they wanna they wanna be the ones to be rich. They wants to be the fine all that stuff that we're talking about. I think they know where it has more or less. But I do feel that there's a map somewhere that there's a map somewhere. Where? Somewhere. Hidden.
There's so many maps.
Now I know we got a few minutes before we actually get off.
Yeah, we got
I think
about
there's
T
map
minus
somewhere.
15
Somebody's
minutes
got it.
and counting.
Now, but if anybody wants a reading, don't be shy to come on. Or if you
Yes,
want
and
to
we got
join
it
the
right here.
conversation with me and Tessa, or if you think that there is treasure, raise your hand. And if you think that
Vic,
there's things that they're hiding from us, so if anybody wants
see
to
what
come
Vic
on and
just
talk
said?
about it, let
He
me
said,
know and I'll
wasn't there
share
a
the
rumor
link to you
of
guys so you can
Egyptian
come on.
ruins in the Grand Canyon? We were just talking about that, dude. Elvis has an underground home in the Grand Canyon
Elvis
somewhere.
had an underground home
Could
in
be
the Grand
true.
Canyon somewhere. What?
You never know. Oh, I also wanted to tell you, Chris.
What?
Okay, so we were talking about Michael Jackson that one time. Did you see that video? The very same van, which is not a hearse or anything normal for taking a body, that took Michael Jackson, went into an underground parking unit, and then all of a sudden they have this person coming out with a towel or a blanket draped over his head, and then you see his face for a second. It was fucking Michael Jackson, dude. It makes you sound crazy when you say it, but at the same time, I saw what I saw.
And that's funny. I
And
talked
the
about
license
Michael
plate was
Jackson
the
on
same
TikTok
thing.
too. I've said it. He's not dead. Y'all can believe what you want, but he ain't dead. There's others that are alive.
Guess what, Paris? She's a good
and
actress.
You know what's funny is when y'all were what you were talking about, idea about Elvis. Why in the hell am I hearing the word tunnels? Why am I hearing tunnels in the Grand Canyon? There's
because
tunnels.
There are tons.
And they know this.
Yes.
Tunnels.
And I don't think they found it at
in these
first,
mountains.
but then,
now,
like I said, that one
tunnels?
individual found it, and then when Mr. Powell found it, which Mr. Powell named, or the Lake Powell was named after him, he was the second person. There was another person before him that said, oh, I found all this shit. Nobody believed him. They're like, No, that's fake. Like Trump would say, fake news, fake whatever. I don't care. Now it's blocked off. Well, if it was so fake, why is it blocked off? That's what I'm saying. Let's start from way further up. But who's to say they don't have like a great big freaking fence across the river?
Canyon. I'm just being drawn to that area. Yeah, and
I'd love to have a home like that, Heidi.
That's what I'm saying. What she said, underground home, tunnels
equals tunnels.
Yep.
I would love that. No, but they took him to one of those parking things, and he went through the very first door. I think I'm going to share the video next Saturday. Not next Saturday. There's a lot more that we're not aware of. Yeah. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate that because this is very informative. It just validates everything we're saying. Yeah, the secret's out. You know what? Heidi, you know the men in black are watching. You know that, right? The men in black are watching you. The secret's out. It's Will Smith, but I don't know. I've heard some scary stuff recently.
I know, right? Yeah.
And I don't know, like it's gotten worse and worse and worse. Like every time I look to TikTok or anywhere else.
Yeah, they probably have my number. They've had my number for years, man. Shit.
Hopefully they're like, oh, this guy knows some shit.
Let's mark his number down.
Oh yeah. Adrian's the man in black. Let's go, dude. Let's see it. It's an MIB.
Yep.
It's MIB. I don't know, but even as far as like ruins and petroglyphs, etc., you got to be careful around all these areas. There is a paranormal shift in all these areas, and I believe like as time goes on, the veil is getting thinner, so more and more things are happening, whether it's your dreams, reality, whatnot. More and more activity, more and more things are happening, perhaps because we're getting closer and closer. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Chris?
I think we're getting very close to everything, yeah. I think there's a lot of stuff that everything's done and it's coming out. The secret is being revealed. I don't think we know. We've been knowing. Oh, somebody calling her?
I know, I hear it, but I can't see it. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Wasabi, how's it going?
Hey, it's Vic Condor.
Hey, what's up, Condor?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, so just doing
like
the
I
show.
kind of like the show, but okay.
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah. So like I like the show, man. A lot of stuff's happening. It seems like, but the thing is like your connection's kind of bad.
I know.
Not sure about that.
And like we were saying, like with the headphones and everything.
Turn off the video games for that little kid in the.
I did. I banned him from the video games.
That was a joke. I'm sorry.
No, but I
don't know.
Totally agree with you.
Hopefully, everything. What about banning them from the video games?
Yes.
Or what?
Because I went out there earlier. I'm like, I know last weekend I told you to get off World of Tanks. And you're like, hey. And then I said, no, the computer completely. And then I come back out on second break and you're still on the computer. Yeah. No computer until after 10, dude. He's like, yeah, that's how it is.
I'm liking the conversation, but it gets a little broken up or what have you. I'm not like crying or whining, but yeah. I don't know. It's good reconnecting with you, but I hate to break up the show about all that shizzo. So.
Oh, no worries. Let me.
Anyway, I'm just calling in to say hi and ask Chris what he thinks going to happen with the future
Hold on, Chris
situation
is
with
coming
next
right
year.
back. We lost him for a second, but he's coming right back. Chris, are you back?
Okay, what? I didn't hear the question.
Okay, so Condor,
Well,
go ahead
I
and
didn't
ask
want to
again.
disrupt the show, so.
No worries. No.
Oh, I just wanted to ask Chris what he thought about the situation with next year. I mean, like,
I didn't hear
what's
the
he foresee?
situation with
You know,
what?
like, I guess Trump's going to be the president, but who knows?
Well,
But,
you never know. Could
okay,
be
I'll let you
Timothy.
guys go, and I'll listen offline.
So what do you think, Chris? Did you hear what he
I'll
said?
talk to you later.
Yeah.
All right. It was so good to see you, Condor. It's been a long time for sure.
Okay.
What do you think, Chris?
Yeah,
So,
we'll get in touch again. Bye-bye.
With everything, yeah, I think with everything going on, the signs are there. To me, there are certain presidents, I don't say that I don't like them. There might be some I don't like. But the way that things turning out, it might be Trump this year. I don't know. But unless if Harris unless Harris has a good way of a momentum to where she can win. Because if she stays in the White House, well, she's already president because Biden
Why are you
stepped
saying
down.
she? Are you talking
Technically, she
about
is the
Kamala
president.
Harris, or what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about Harris. I think she's already president, to be honest.
Well, she's a bit kooky.
I think that if she wins again, and she's got a good strategy, I can't even pronounce the word, but she's got a
Strategist?
good way of winning. She could be the first woman, yeah, to win. But she's got a whole lot of
Instead of Kamala, I'd like
to
to
deal
see
with Trump
Maya, the
because he's
chick
got a
on
lot of
SNL, because I have more faith in Maya from SNL than I do Kamala. So, yeah, let's just go there.
yeah.
Both those guys
You
are
never
not
know.
okay.
You never know what could happen. I mean, but we'll just see what turns out, and that is a very good question. There might be like I say, there's presidents that I voted for one, and she screwed up when I voted for her.
Oh, yeah.
That was like
So,
many years
probably the
ago.
last one I voted
So
for,
I'm not
too.
100.
I'm not going to say her name, but yeah, I voted for somebody else. It wasn't Hillary. Okay, so get that straight. But there was another female that I voted for. This time, I ain't voting for Trump. I ain't voting for
Yeah,
my grandpa. I'm voting for somebody else.
yeah,
But yeah, it's pretty scary out there because the
yeah.
two-party
But you never
system
know.
is broken.
Yeah, I think no matter who wins, if they can make a big difference, it would be nice. But
Mm-hmm.
I think no matter who wins, I think we're already at war. We're already at war.
Oh,
For
yeah.
people that don't know, we're already at war with everybody in other countries. So no matter who's president or whoever becomes president, it's gonna have a lot of work, unfinished business to fix. Um, So I just feel that, whoever takes the next step in the White House is going to have a lot of responsibilities,
Mm-hmm.
um, regardless who it is. Just know that they have a lot of stuff that they need to fix, regardless whatever they say.
Reminds me of
So they have a
Barack
lot of
Obama.
stuff
When
ahead
he
of
got
them.
into
So
presidency, he started off black man, really nice black hair, and then at the very end, it looked like there's a bunch of white spiders having a conference on his head. It was pretty interesting.
and yeah, I mean
It's a lot of
he still
stress.
got a chance. I mean he's still young too. If he wanted to run, he could run, but that's up to him.
No, I
For
don't
his
think he wants
campaign,
to.
he chose to.
I
But,
think he's doing what he said. He had an interview where he
yeah, I know,
said,
'cause I mean, 'cause
so like, oh, if you could get reelected, would you? And he's like, no, you know what I'd prefer is sit in my basement wearing my pajamas and directing somebody else. Is that what he's been doing with the vice president this whole time? Vice president becomes president and he's like puppet master. I know no matter what, they're all puppeted.
I think he's been.
The president they
yeah.
don't have any control.
I think he's been behind the background. A lot of people have told me that. I think that he's in the White House, which he shouldn't be. But I think he's been guiding them. You know, he's been guiding them.
I think he's higher than the White House. I think he's
But
up there with like the
outside of
Illuminati
that, though,
and
we'll see what else.
all the other stuff. It's so creepy.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. So,
but I think outside, guys, I know it's a.
I was just gonna say, let's cut
like
this.
For everyone, I hope y'all enjoyed the show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's cut the shenanigans off. Where can people reach you? By phone or email or whatnot?
They can reach me. Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can reach me by phone or Facebook if they have it. Which they reach me at 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470. Or they can find me on TikTok, Psychic28. That's where to find me. You can check me out for readings on there. I do have moderators on there, so we're there to help you and guide you. There might be some other people that I might bring on with me in the near future.
Yes.
And just follow us on TikTok and you'll see what we're talking about. Good night, everybody.
Nighty night, love and light. I'm so grateful that you came out tonight. Like I said before, like, I really enjoy hanging out with you, and I feel like we go through a lot of hard shit, but when we get together, I've always called you my little big brother, and I feel like we help each other. Like, we are able to feed off of each other's energies, etc., and it keeps us going. But I really appreciate you being here, and I love you so much, and thank you so much again for being on the show tonight.
Oh, I came in perfect timing.
Bye.
You're welcome.
I hope everything works out with your lights too. Let me know.
Good night,
and I'll let you know about my voice in my bedroom. Yeah, live and light, Chris. All right. I also want to say night night, love and light to everyone out there on Weird Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. Thank you to all our friends on Facebook, KPNL Radio, Twitter, Spooker, iHeartRadio, YouTube, wherever else beyond the omniverse you're listening. Could be Twitch. You could be twitching right now. I don't know. I had a wonderful time. I can't wait to do it again tomorrow night. We have Dr. Christopher Macklin. First, when they approached me, it was about the Vatican cover-up. Now it's about AI and other stuff. I'm down.